Hello everybody on YouTube, this is Super Nintendo, and today we have Starsitting and On the Job. This is going to be another short one because both of these episodes are pretty easy to talk about. There's not much to really talk about. Starsitting, it's just your basic babysitting thing. Star and Marco are playing a board game, basically Chutes and Ladders, but with miniature cognitive versions of themselves as the game pieces, which I actually find really cool. And, what is it, girl? What is it? You want to say something about the episode? What is it? What is it? Okay. Anyway, the cognitive versions of themselves, basically. Then the buff frog person that comes in, and the one who got the babies at the end of the season finale last season, comes and wants Star to babysit his tadpole babies. And basically it's just Marco and Star watching after the babies and realizing that watching after babies is actually a lot harder than it seems. And I guess that kind of ties into what I'm doing here, because I'm dog sitting for like the next week or so. And honestly, watching after Cheesecake and Paddington, who's right here, he's just under the camera. They're easy to watch after because they just kind of sleep all the time. Despite what my sister says, these two are lazy bums. And on the job, we get to see Buff Frog's job, what he was doing during the babysitting part, and he is doing evil work, but can't be evil because of him being a dad now. Every time he tries to do an evil act, all he sees is his baby, and he can't do it. Or one of his babies, and he can't do it. There was something at the end of this with like a hole in the Muni defense system. Ugh. A hole in the Muni defense system that apparently they didn't know about, which I'm assuming is going to come back later. But other than that, these two episodes were really just another bunch of fluff episodes. And I don't know what to say, because much like Adventure Time and Steven Universe, I feel like this show tries to... I wish it would alternate between fluff episode and like plot relevant episode, and which kind of sucks because season 2 so far I feel is around the same quality as the first season, but I also feel like nothing's happening. Like in the first season, it was basically the same thing, but it was more forgivable because that was the first season, and like for the first season of any show, you kind of have this period of, okay, what does this show want to be? And I feel like by this point in the show, I feel like it should have figured out what it wants to be. And not to say that it's bad, but it doesn't feel like much is really happening aside from the occasional Ludo episode where we get to see what the hell he's doing with his new wand. I'm assuming that this also has to do with Ludo in the on the job part of it, where Buff Frog, because there's a bunch of these rats stealing corn, and last we saw Ludo, he basically started controlling rats, I guess, because he took over the rat bar. So I'm assuming this has to do with Ludo, but unless I'm forgetting something, we don't see Ludo in this episode. So it's like, okay, is he just stealing corn to what is his plan with the corn? That is the only real plot thing I can think of. And again, not to say that this show is bad, but I feel like there could be more. I don't know. With Adventure Time and with a lot of other shows, you can have, like, say, Avatar: The Last Airbender. You can have episodes that are borderline fucking pointless, but still move the plot along, you know? Like, there's tons of those episodes in Avatar: Last Airbender, particularly in Season 1, where, for the most part, they're just there for world building, but basically serve no other purpose. And, like, there are episodes that, yeah, you could skip, but I don't know how to say, I don't know how to word this, because, like, Star, I realize that Avatar: Last Airbender and Star are two very different shows, but given Star's reputation, I feel like they could, where it is right now, I don't see why it has that reputation, if I'm being completely honest. Again, not to say that it's bad, but with it, the way it is right now, it just kind of seems like it's a good show, but it doesn't seem like it kind of deserves the reputation that it has where I'm currently at. Maybe it will get way better later on, because honestly, I don't know where it got its reputation from currently, other than, because this show got a season 2 before the first season even aired. So, I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm not used to being this critical, I guess, of a show that I haven't even seen, and, like, doing it episode by episode. And, I'm trying to word this very carefully, because I know if I say the wrong thing, I'm gonna have a bunch of Star versus the Forces of Evil fans on my ass. But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about for a lot of these. Like, most of this vlog is mostly just me kind of not bitching, but guess kind of trying to figure out why the show has such a great fan base. It's definitely a great show, and I enjoy watching it, but no more than I would watch, say, like a typical, like, say, Johnny Bravo or Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like, I feel it's on that level right now, aside from the occasional plot episode, you know? I guess that's my way of putting it. Like, it's a good show, but it's, for me right now, it's mostly just mindless fun, because for the most part, because a lot of these episodes don't appear to be plot relevant, because, like, most of the stuff is just random weirdness. Oh yeah, it's mostly just random weirdness after random weirdness. And I just woke up, Cheesecake. Sorry, Cheesy. And, yeah, I guess that's it. Somebody just walked out of the house, and now Cheesecake's gonna go look at him. I guess that's a good point to leave off the vlog. I will see you guys later. Hopefully the next one will actually have something more I can talk about. I'm not gonna drop the vlogs, but goddamn, hurry up with the more plot relevant episodes.